All right, here we are again, everybody. We're live with Tom and Fern. I'm Tom.
I'm Fern.
All right, so Fern.
Wait a minute, before we move on, for the first time in like 8 weeks, we didn't have the promo in the paper today. WTF in the corner of the sports section. So I'm just wondering if we've lost 3 or 5 of our viewers.
Yeah, that's how many people read the sports section.
No one mentioned it to me.
So actually, I read your column this week about your memories of covering the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
25 years.
25 years. Give me your 2 favorites.
2 favorite games?
No, well,
2 favorite moments?
Moments.
Probably the most unusual one was, well, not much unusual. I went for the 1993 home opener, and that was my 3rd year covering the team. It was Joe Montana's first game with the Kansas City Chiefs. He had just moved over from the 49ers.
That was bad.
It was the hottest day in Tampa Stadium history. It was like 115 degrees inside the bowl. Joe Montana tossed 3 touchdown passes, beat the Bucs by like 30 points. And what I remember, because NFL filmed it on the sideline, Sam Weiss beat red, his players hanging their heads like this, and he's yelling, "Wake up! Wake up, everybody! Wake up!" That's one of my most treasured memories of Tampa Stadium. That first game in the 93 season was 200 degrees.
Okay, mine. 1970 as a fan, I actually had to pay to get in. Yeah. 1979 conference championship. Bucks make their first playoffs. They played the Philadelphia Eagles, beat Dick Vermeil and the Eagles, and they come back down. Going to play the LA Rams. Shows you how long ago. The Los Angeles Rams. 79. That's LA stands for Los Angeles. Right. So, but here's the cool part. So back in the day, there was no Ticketmaster, there was no online stuff. So you actually had to go to some place like Moss Brothers at DeSoto Square Mall to get your tickets. So people were like camped out. There were seriously thousands of people camped out around the perimeter of DeSoto Square Mall. They open the doors. Everybody crashes the place and try to get up the escalator to the ticket booth. Luckily, my buddy's dad was a detective, sheriff's detective, and he prevented everybody else from going in. Let us go up the stairs, and we got our ducats. So we went to the game. It was the Bucs lost 9-0. But it was a crazy atmosphere.
Now, were you there for the flood game where you had to go in with a kayak to make it down the stairway?
No, I wasn't there for that one.
That was the Chiefs game.
Chiefs.
Right. Actually, the stadium sort of fit the team. The team was bad. The stadium was horrible. Aluminum seats. It was like a bowl. When that sun beat down there, I saw people actually from the press box carried off out of the field. I don't know if it was because of the beer or the performance was so bad that they sort of passed out.
They carried a couple out from the press box too, no doubt.
Well, you've heard of the old joke, right? The guy had a couple of Buck tickets, wanted to get rid of it, figured put it on the windshield of his car, went into the mall, came back out, there were 8 more tickets on the windshield. That joke, right? That was when they were bad.
That's good. So my other one, speaking of the inadequacy of the old El Sombrero.
Right.
1997 wild card game versus Detroit Lions. Me and my buddy Ronnie Deans takes one of his sons, Griffin, and he's about 5 years old, right? And so Griffin has to do what little boys have to do. So we go try to get in the line, right, for the bathrooms. The lines are so long. Griffin can't wait anymore. Ronnie and I have to take him into the corner on the concourse and pick our jackets up and give him a little shield so he could do the deal right there on the floor. But yeah, it was, it was just inadequate.
Don't try that at home.
Yeah, don't try that at home. All right, real quick, Hall of Fame weekend, the rundown. Pedro Martinez, quick.
Pedro Martinez, greatest righty I've seen in my generation, dominated in the era of steroids. He never took it, made his even better his accomplishments.
The Sandy Koufax of his era. He only won 217 games.
Randy Johnson? Pedro.
Yeah, right. It's the Sandy Koufax of his era. Short career,
but he dominated.
All right, Randy Johnson.
One of the top 5 greatest left-handers of all time. Steve Carlton, Lefty Grove, Sandy Koufax. Really wasn't dominant at the beginning of his career, kind of wild. Found himself in the second half. Dominant.
5 Cy Youngs, number 2 on the all-time K list, 4,875. Maybe one of the best nicknames in the history of all sports.
And one of the best videos, clips of video, throwing a baseball just as a bird came across home plate, destroyed it.
Sweet. Craig Biggio.
Craig Biggio played a bunch of different positions, really didn't dominate at one, played catcher, center field, but if you look at his stats,
second base,
40 doubles, second base, hits, plate appearances, I think he deserves in the Hall of Fame. him also.
3,000 hits.
Yes.
All right, John Smoltz.
John Smoltz made the conversion from great starter to great reliever, went back to starting after that. Sort of did what Eckersley did, maybe not the dominant closer Eckersley was, but what he did on closing and starting, deserving.
Yeah, good call on Eckersley. Yeah, it's those are the two modern era guys making the switch, having to make the switch.
Right.
213 wins, 154 saves for Smoltzy.
Right.
It's a good class.
And a great pitching staff. When you think of Smoltz, you think of Greg Maddux, you think of Steve Avery, you think of Tom Glavine. I don't know why the Braves didn't win one World Series in the 90s, but maybe that's for another show.
Yeah. Phil Negro. No, that was.
Phil Negro.
All right.
Joe Negro.
Pat Barber. Great Braves pitchers.
Pat Barber?
Pat Barber.
How about Rick Camp?
Yeah, Rick Camp. All right, that's enough. We're going down memory lane. We're done. This is another edition of
and I promise you're working on it because you're the major domo around here. We're going to get a WTF banner behind us.
We're going to have our own banner.
And we're going to have some guys hold it up.
Yeah.
We'll have Lombardo here hold up one side.
All right, everybody. We're gone.
See you.
Thanks.